What up, what up, what up? This is Simply Simone Thick coming to you live from the Shy on a cold ass Friday. And my thick thought for today is self preservation and learning how to date yourself before you attempt to have a relationship with someone else. Reason why I said that is because I've had an epiphany. I've dated a bunch of times with different people. People approach me all the time, stuff like that. And for some apparent reason, I'm still single. And I believe that the reason why that is because, I've gotten to the point where I need to fall in love with myself. I need to date myself. I need to enjoy my own company. Figure out what things are a deal breaker for me, what things are a plus for me from a mate, and I'm actually in search of my soulmate, you know. And I've actually made the decision that, you know, at this point in my life, I'm 51. I've had three failed marriages. Yeah, three. And I figured the reason why those failed is because I made the choice of who I wanted to be with. I didn't want to be by myself, so I just married really quickly. Didn't think about the consequences, didn't think about the person's character and all that stuff. And as a direct result, I was mentally, physically, and spiritually murdered, you know. And it's my own fault. I take full responsibility because, my thing is this. A person don't have to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? Unless you put them there. And I made that bad decision. I did that. And so as a direct result, I experienced a lot of heartache and pain and bullshit that I need to really deal with. And so my suggestion, ladies and gentlemen, is follow the golden rule of RuPaul. If you don't love yourself, how the hell else are you gonna love somebody? If you're not in love with yourself, and I'm not talking about arrogance. I'm not talking about that. Where you are in denial about who you are and what you represent. I'm talking about genuine love for yourself, good self-esteem. You doing your thing. You doing you loving on God. Get your spirituality on point. Have a relationship with God. Get your mind right. Figure out what your purpose is in life. And then, once you figure out your purpose and your truth, start walking in that purpose and that truth. And I'm a firm believer that whatever business you're in, you probably should be dating somebody in that industry. Um, because they understand what you're going through, they understand the stress, they understand the time. That sometimes you just don't have a lot of time to date. But if you're dating somebody in the industry, they're kind of going through the same thing as you, so the patience level is a lot better. You know, so I'm gonna allow God to order my steps. I've been doing that for the past like 8 months, and things have been going awesome for me as a direct result of doing that. I don't make any more decisions. I allow God to do that for me. But the difference though is when God gives me a directive, I move immediately and I do what He says. And then also when He tells me no, I receive that also, and I say, okay, maybe He's protecting me from something. Instead of getting mad and getting upset with God and saying, oh, well, He bogus and I'm not going to pray no more. I understand that sometimes a no is not necessarily a solid no. Sometimes it's a not right now. Okay? Now, not to say that I'm not, you know, upset sometimes because I'm lonely and I be wanting to go out and kick it and stuff. But I would rather embrace myself and do the things necessary that's healthy for me versus dating a bunch of empty, crazy people who ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that, my thick thought for today is to self-preserve. Think about yourself for about 3 minutes. Put yourself first in your own life and, do the things that are necessary that are therapeutic to you. Walk in your purpose, walk in your truth, and don't settle for anything less than that from anybody else. Okay? So, thank you for listening. This is Simply Simone Thyke with another Thick as Hell production. Peace and chicken grease, y'all. Love you guys. Bye.